Have you ever made a cup of coffee that just didn't taste right? You haven't changed the coffee beans, you're using the same water. Your coffee maker looks perfectly clean, yet somehow your coffee tastes different. Maybe it tastes flatter than usual, a little more bitter, or there's an odd aftertaste that wasn't there before. So what's changing? Is it the coffee? Or is something happening inside your coffee maker that you can't easily see? By the end of this video, you'll know why coffee makers gradually change the taste of coffee, the role microbes can play in that process, and what you can do to stop it. Welcome to Invisible Mingle, where we bridge the gap between our daily lives and microbes. The first assumption is usually that the coffee beans have gone stale. Sometimes that's exactly what's happened. Once a bag of coffee is opened, many of the compounds responsible for its aroma and flavor slowly begin to break down. But if you've just opened a fresh bag and your coffee still tastes disappointing, it's probably time to stop blaming the beans. The next place to look is the coffee maker itself. Every cup leaves behind a tiny reminder that it was there. Natural coffee oils coat the brew basket, the carafe, the brew head, and other internal surfaces, while minerals dissolved in tap water gradually settle wherever the water is heated. One cup makes almost no difference, but after weeks or months of daily brewing, those small deposits quietly accumulate in places most people never think about. The mineral deposits are often the easiest to notice because they interfere with the way the machine works. As they build up, they narrow small water passages and coat heating elements, changing how water flows through the machine and how consistently it reaches the right temperature. Coffee is remarkably sensitive to both. Even small changes in extraction can leave the same beans tasting weaker, flatter, or more bitter than they should. That's why descaling often makes such a noticeable difference. But sometimes you descale the machine, make another cup, and something still isn't quite right. That tells us there must be another piece of the puzzle. One of the biggest contributors to flavor isn't the coffee you're brewing today. It's the coffee you brewed weeks ago. Although the liquid ends up in your mug, many of the natural oils remain behind on the inside of the machine. Every fresh pot of coffee passes over those old residues, which have spent weeks being exposed to heat and oxygen. As the oils slowly oxidize, they develop stale flavors that can gradually find their way into every new cup. If you've ever wondered why an old coffee maker seems to give every coffee the same slightly tired taste, those aging oils are often a big part of the answer. There's another clue that receives much less attention. Coffee makers rarely dry out completely. Even long after the brewing has finished, small amounts of water remain inside the reservoir, narrow tubing, valves, and other hidden parts of the machine. Tiny traces of coffee provide organic material, and together they create a damp environment that some microorganisms are perfectly happy to call home. This is where biofilms can begin to develop. A biofilm forms when microbes attach themselves to a surface and produce a thin, sticky coating that helps them remain in place. Instead of being washed away each time water passes through the machine, they become part of a microscopic community attached to the inside of reservoirs, pipes, and other damp surfaces. Researchers have found that coffee makers can contain environmental bacteria, yeasts, and other microorganisms commonly associated with water systems. One group frequently found in these environments is Pseudomonas, bacteria that are naturally present in soil and tap water. They don't appear because the machine is dirty. They arrive with the water, settle where moisture remains, and respond to the conditions they've been given. Before tomorrow's morning, coffee suddenly seems less appealing. There's something important to keep in mind. Finding microbes inside a coffee maker doesn't automatically mean the machine is unsafe. Most are ordinary environmental microorganisms that rarely cause problems for healthy people. The more noticeable effect is that biofilms, aging coffee oils, and mineral deposits gradually change the environment inside the machine, and eventually that changes the flavor of the coffee passing through it. Fortunately, the solution follows the same clues we've uncovered. Regular descaling removes mineral deposits before they affect brewing. Washing the brew basket, carafe, and lid with warm soapy water removes the coffee oils that rinsing alone often leaves behind. If your machine has removable parts, take them apart from time to time because hidden surfaces are usually the easiest places to overlook. Finally, avoid leaving water sitting in the reservoir for long periods and allow removable parts to dry thoroughly whenever you can. Reducing moisture makes it much harder for biofilms to establish themselves. Your coffee maker was never just heating water. Over time, it became an environment. The flavor of your coffee reflects everything that environment has been collecting, from mineral deposits and old coffee oils to the microbes responding to the damp conditions inside. So the next time your favorite coffee starts tasting different, don't be too quick to blame the beans. The answer may have been quietly developing inside the machine, one cup at a time. Subscribe for more on how microbes quietly shape our everyday lives. The invisible world is always there. Now you see it differently.